slow. Wait a second, don't you know? You're messing with my sense of time, and you are always on my mind. All the time, you're always on my mind. All the time. Hold on, wait a second, take it slow. What are you doing to me? Hold on, wait a second, don't you know that you're always on my mind? All the time, you're always on my mind. All the time, don't you know? On my mind.
I can't turn off this fan without turning off the light, and it's just a little bit too loud for my taste. So we're gonna turn that off so y'all can actually hear me, even though it's a little bit darker. But I have my big lighted mirror on, so hopefully y'all can see me. But I'm about to use my teeth whitening kit by Laurel. It's basically this mouthpiece. If you push it one time, it's blue. Push it again, it's red. And then the third time it's blue and red. And then this kit includes a professional 3D teeth shade guide. And I just marked a 3 on mine, y'all. I've always had good teeth. On my daddy's side of the family, they all have good teeth. And thankfully I was blessed with my daddy's teeth. And you can choose to go a week and then see your after, or a day, really however long you want to. And then you can mark your after. So this is a really cool little guide here. This kit is gonna come with 4 of these gel pens. That makes the gel come out. And then you're just gonna paint your teeth with it. I like to brush my teeth, rinse my mouth out, and then I will put the gel on the front of my teeth. I will wear the mouthpiece for 16 minutes, and it will beep really loud to alert you that it is finished, so that you're not just walking around your house continuing to do your chores with the mouthpiece in, not knowing that it went off. So I love that it beeps to alert you and let you know. Using the teeth whitening kit repetitively can really whiten your teeth. In just 7 days, you can get about 10 shades whiter. Not only does it whiten your teeth, but it also strengthens your teeth and your gums. It comes with this little charging dock and this little cord, and I can just plug it right into my computer. And if you're a busy mama like me with hella kids trying to keep up your energy, you probably have 1 to 2 cups of coffee a day. Coffee can stain your teeth. Girl, this thing will get them coffee stains right off of your teeth. And also, I didn't notice any sensitivity in my teeth after using this. And I love the mint flavored gel for fresher breath. But if y'all are interested in the Laurel teeth whitening kit, I will have this linked down below in my description box. I have really been loving it. It's so easy to use, super convenient, and I know y'all will love it too. Do you want grape jelly or strawberry jelly?
Grape jelly.
Okay. Can you get me a butter knife? Come get me a butter knife. Butter knife is not sharp. See, that's a butter knife?
Yeah. Butter knife.
That's a butter knife. Put our peanut butter on. We gotta smear it on there.
Okay, I got really gold.
That sounds really cold, yeah. You spread it around yours?
Yeah. Can I lick it?
There.
That's it.
talk a little bit about planning and how I plan for the month and how I stay organized. After all, I am the organizer and the planner of the family. My husband doesn't do much planning. The kids don't do the planning. It's all on me to plan out everything, our appointments, events, our family gatherings, birthdays that are coming up. So first and foremost, you're gonna need a planner. So this is my handy dandy 2025 monthly planner. This one was gifted for Christmas, but for the most part, I like to get my planners and my notebooks that I use for my content and planning all at TJ Maxx. Ross also has some. They're also affordable. And I was not always one to write stuff down, to plan things. I was kind of a go with the flow kind of girl, and I could just remember stuff, especially when I just had one kid. I feel like I could just remember everything. But ever since I had my second kid, my third kid, my fourth kid, girl, I can't even remember picture day half the time. If I don't write it down, your girl's not gonna remember. There's so much brain rot content on social media. There's so many distractions in life, and it's hard to not get consumed in all of that. In order to stay focused and keep a clear mind, you wanna make sure you have your planner. What you're gonna do is leave it somewhere where you can see it. I have it right here on my desk in this organizer that I got from Target. And if you have like a small book or a small planner, something that you could put in the living room in a space where you can see it, like on your coffee table or in the console of your couch. We have the recliner couches with the console in the middle, and I like to keep a small devotional in there so that I can put my phone down and get into devotional time. So that's just a tip. If you are wanting to read your devotional more, or there's a book that you've been wanting to read, put it where you sit. Put it in the vicinity that you sit, because if you're like me, then you're gonna sit down and go, oh man, I should have grabbed my book, oh well, and then pick up your phone. So make sure you have that devotional, your Bible, the book you want to read, your planner. Have it sitting out in places that you can see them so you don't forget about them. And before I jump too far into how I plan for the month, there is something I wanted to share with y'all. It's called Motherhood Is. She keeps mothering even when she is tired, when she hasn't had much sleep, when the coffee has run cold, or when it sits in the microwave forgotten for the third time. Guilty. There is no number for her to call when she is sick. She keeps mothering when her heart is broken, when her tears only come in the shower, when the grief is too heavy. She keeps mothering even when she wants to give up, because love never lets her quit. Love never lets her quit. We love our children, we love our babies, we love our husbands, we love our homes, and that's what keeps us going, is love. The foundation is love. You build your home on love. You raise your children out of love. But I just wanted to read that to y'all because it really spoke to me, because there's been multiple times where I've just cried in the shower, and sometimes it's good to just get that cry out. If you ever feel overwhelmed, just go get in the shower at the end of the day and let it out, girlfriend. Just cry, just let it out. Because at the end of the day, we can't just be holding it all in and not expect a catastrophic explosion. Once it's just built up and you haven't let anything out, it's gonna all come out at once. So make sure you are letting it out at the end of the day. So how I plan my month, my appointments, my family planning, my planning and prepping content, making all the plans that I need to make. But if you make all these plans and you don't invite God into your plans, then you're doing what you want to do and not what God wants you to do. So make sure that God is invited into the plans. Ultimately, if you go without a plan, then you feel overwhelmed. You feel like there's too much to do. I always make sure I have a planner. I make sure I have pens that are handy. I write down my to-do list. I book my appointments. I write down all of the birthdays, the sports, things we need for the month, health goals for the month. Like I said, I used to not be much of a planner and just a go with the flow kind of girl, but since I became a mom, I need to plan everything so I can be proactive in getting everything in order as the planner of the household. Invite God into the space. The Lord knows all the plans. Life will happen anyway, so you might as well plan it out the best way that you can. So one of the things that I'm gonna write in my planner is that Easter is coming up, so I need to make sure I have the kids an Easter outfit, their Easter dresses, and that's one of the reasons you need to make sure you are planning, because you're gonna have picture day coming up and then all of a sudden not have anything nice for your kid to wear for picture day. So you wanna make sure that you are writing down everything that's going on for the month. For this month's monthly to-do list, reset, and my goals, I need to do a little bit of a room refresh as far as washing everybody's comforters. I wash all the comforters about once a month. I have 5 comforters that I need to wash, so I don't usually wash all 5 of them in a day because it takes forever for them to dry. But the week that I wash the first comforter, I will end up washing all the comforters that week just to make sure we kind of stay on track and everybody has a clean comforter. And each month I just kind of go through all of the rooms and I just do a simple declutter. Anything I see that we're not loving, we're not using, we don't really need it anymore, I will go ahead and declutter it. And I am one to give stuff away for free all the time. I will bag stuff up in a trash bag or in a diaper box and I will set it out on my front porch and I'll post it to Facebook Marketplace and be like, free stuff, come get it. and I just feel really good giving it to somebody else who could possibly use it when it's just sitting here collecting clutter. For my monthly reset goals, one of them is to make sure I'm drinking plenty of water. I take one of my cups in the mornings and I will put some ice and some water in it, fill it up, and I sip on it all day long. And my goal is to finish that before I drink anything else, as far as like any kind of soda or juice or sweet tea. Now I will have my coffee in the morning along with my water, and the coffee is the only thing I can have until I complete my water, and that really helps me to drink that water because I'm really wanting some sweet tea, and I know I need to finish that because I'm going to use that same cup to make my tea, but I have to let my water get gone so I can fill it back up. So that's just a little tip if you are wanting to drink some more water, is just to use that same cup. I get a cup a day. I have those thermoses with the little straws, the little cute Stanleys, some kind of cup that you really love. Grab it out in the morning, fill it up with some ice water, drink it dry, girlfriend, and then you can fill it up with some juice or some sweet tea or whatever you want to drink that day. Another monthly goal that I am setting for myself is to read 10 pages out of my devotional every single day. And that's why it's really important to make sure you are leaving your devotional somewhere where you can grab it easy. As far as a bookmark, I usually just use sticky notes as bookmarks. You don't have to have any kind of fancy bookmark. Another monthly goal that I have for myself is to work out at least 2 to 3 times a week, whether it's riding 20 minutes on my exercise bike or using weights or doing a exercise with somebody on YouTube. I usually like to go to Grow with Joe and follow one of her exercises. So those are just some of my monthly goals for myself. If you have a toddler that doesn't understand how to suck on a cough drop, I get these. They're the Lollies suckers. They're basically a cough drop on a stick, and this is the strawberry flavor. Last but not least, my monthly goal that I'm setting for myself, not only for this month, but for all time's sake, is to stay calm in stressful situations. And the other day I stopped at Eliana's. It's a little coffee shop close to our town, and I stopped to get myself a smoothie, and I got Jackson a little smoothie. I like to get the Sicilian smoothie, which is strawberry, banana, and coconut, and I got Jackson a little strawberry banana smoothie with whipped cream on top and sprinkles. And as I pulled out of the drive-thru, I just kind of pulled over to the side for just 2 quick minutes. I was just gonna hand him his smoothie, make sure he was all set up, and then drive. I thought I was out of the way. I didn't know I was in anybody's way. But then I had someone fly up behind me, honk their horn, and have some choice words to say to me as they honked and flew around me. So I stayed calm and I said, okay, yep, I sure can move for you. I sure can. Don't worry, I will move. So not everything is worth arguing about. Not everything is worth getting upset about. Have you ever heard of Proverbs 31 Mom? I'm trying to be really intentional with the things that I say, the way that I act, the things that I do. And if you've never heard about the Proverbs 31 Mom or the Proverbs 31 Woman, I will kind of go over that with you. And I would absolutely love for you to join me in this journey. Let's be Proverbs 31 mamas together, Proverbs 31 women together. The Proverbs 31 mom refers to the biblical depiction of a virtuous woman, a wife, mother, and homemaker, praised for her diligence, wisdom, and character, as described in Proverbs 31:10 through 31. The woman is described as being of great value and virtue. She is a hard worker, skilled in various crafts and trades, and manages her household effectively. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and her teaching is kindness. Her husband trusts her and has full confidence in her. Strength and dignity. She is clothed with strength and dignity, capable of facing challenges and laughing at the days to come. She fears the Lord. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. She is a loving wife and mother, and her children and husband praise her. She is resourceful and able to provide for her family. And I don't believe the Proverbs 31 woman became such an excellent wife and mother on the day of her wedding or on the day her first baby was born. I think it took years of intentional practice. While I don't think a person can ever be completely prepared for motherhood ahead of time, but some things can only be learned by experience. And I do think it's important that we begin preparing for this special job as soon as possible. 5 things that we can learn from Proverbs 31 to help us be a better mom is diligence, compassion, a servant's heart, wisdom, and kindness. And as far as compassion, a good mother has compassion. The blessed mother and excellent wife that we read about is always caring for her family. As far as having a servant's heart, The Proverbs 31 woman has a heart that desires to serve others. Typically, the only way a person can speak wisdom is if they first gain wisdom in their heart. The teaching of kindness is on her tongue. Perhaps this is one of the greatest gifts a mother can give her children, kind affection in both her speech and in her actions. Again, this is something we must strive towards and learn, because kindness doesn't always come easy when the days are long and challenging. I know y'all remember my yellow flowers that I shared in a recent video. I had thrown them out of my garden thinking that they were just dead and they weren't going to come back, but they ended up coming back over there in the side of the yard. So I decided to dig some of them up. They've already bloomed for the spring. I'm later going to actually plant those bulbs in my garden in the ground, but for now I just threw those in the whiskey barrel because today I'm not actually planting flowers. We are just working on de-weeding the garden. There was so much grass that had come up in the garden, but I need to get some more wood chips and some beautiful new flowers. And the flowers that are already in the garden are some that have come back. They are perennials. So I am so excited to see how my garden turns out this summer, and I can't wait to plant some beautiful flowers.
Where did the time go? How do we move so far away? Holding on, how much can we both take when love isn't echo? I can't hear what you're saying when love isn't echo. I can't hear what you're saying. Strong lessons burn brighter, that makes us two fighters. And what I'm asking tonight is, could we get back to where we started? So what do you say to that? I know we both hurt bad, and you won't forget the facts. But I believe in what we had. Holding on, how much can we both take when life isn't echo? I can't hear what you're saying. Strong lessons burn brighter, that makes us two fighters. And what I'm asking tonight is, could we get back to where we started? Strong lessons burn brighter, that makes us two fighters. And what I'm asking tonight is, could we get back to where we started?
Neither of my boys had any interest in the garden this year. Jackson was playing with his monster truck in the soil, and my other son was just playing in the yard. But Arabella was very interested in helping me de-weed the garden, and I love this, that she knows how to de-weed a garden. You're supposed to pull the roots out, not just break the grass off, and she's just learning so much. I just love it so much that she's learning about gardening. Y'all know that I started this garden last year, and it was my very first garden, and I have learned so much, not only from experience but also from tips that you guys have shared with me. So I always appreciate all of the gardening tips so that I can improve and get better each year.
Two fighters.
now we are done with our gardening and we are washing our hands and getting cleaned up for dinner. And I'm gonna go ahead and open up these packages. I had started ordering and getting things ready for my daughter's birthday. I like to do this about a month or two in advance. I ask them what birthday party theme they want to have for the year, and I just buy things kind of here and there for like a month or two before the party instead of trying to buy all of it at once, because obviously that's not going to be in my budget. And I had a few other things come in, but I went ahead and bought some Crocs for my boys. They needed some Crocs, which we use when we go to our pool. They're just easy to slip on. They're okay if they get wet. They're fun to take to the lake, and we can just slip them on, run to the pool, and kick them off instead of worrying about buckling on some sandals. So I love to get Crocs, and actually what I get my kids, they're called clogs, and they are a lot cheaper than Crocs. So if you are looking for some Crocs off-brand, get the clogs. They are probably cheaper quality, but hey, they work good for us every summer.
There was no sun. The light came only from the moon. Before you, I had no fun. The silence echoed in my room. So close, secure, completely pure. You came to be right here with me. Now I'm yours. Now I'm all yours, baby. Now I'm yours. Now I'm all yours, baby. Before you, there was no plan. I stumbled through the waking hours. Before this little life began, I never dreamed a love like ours. So close, secure, completely pure. You came to be right here with me.
This dinner was yummy. The only thing I was missing was a can of corn. We were completely out of corn, so we were missing that, but it's just ground beef with some black beans, tomatoes. You can add some corn and some seasonings like chili powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. You're just gonna cook all that up. You're gonna serve it over rice and top it with cheese, and it's super easy, and we usually always have these ingredients in our house, so when I'm running low on groceries or don't know what to make for dinner and I can throw that together real quick, it's just a staple. It's definitely much easier to plan out your week than planning out your entire month, so I do like to use a planner to just kind of write everything down, to write down reminders. And I also have an acrylic calendar and an acrylic meal plan on the side of my fridge I've shared with y'all before. It really helps me to stay organized for the month. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video and found it encouraging, inspirational, and motivational. Make sure you leave me a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, leave me a comment so we can chat, and I will see y'all in my next video.